Art nerds gathering close. Today I bring you news of March Hotel, the hotel that goes on in March. Who would believe? Basically, the March Hotel brings together a shit ton of artists to draw and shop for the entire month. Think art fight, but less fighting, and just a lot of fishing instead. I participated in the hotel this year, designed a whole guest for it, which definitely isn't just me with a suitcase, and over the entire month made about 48 pieces of work for the hotel. So here's a little recap and thank you note to everyone I talked to in the hotel. I'm going to have my insanely massive one-file speed paint going on in the background while I talk, because I just thought that's the best way to display it. Okay, I'm not actually going to section this into days because there's so many, and I think it would get a bit complicated halfway through, but on my first day, checking into the hotel, I got the basics in. I got my visitor booked in, checked in with the main lobby, did a little bit of legal fishing and a little bit more of illegal fishing, and finally posted my first daily post. Within the first few days, I had decided I needed a shop. If I was truly to live up to the name of OC Collector that I'd given myself, I needed to get to work. How hard could opening a shop be? It could be really fucking hard. It had a minimum of $100 cost, and I did not meet that at all. But damn it, I was determined. Getting $100 was pocket change, especially when we had guests making beautiful loopholes. Tazu's Flea Market. My savior and holy grail both for buying and for selling art. Opened on the very first day of the hotel, the general rule for the flea market was that by opening a stall for free, you can sell your art at a maximum price point of 5 coins. It was a short-term plan, of course, but to my surprise, within 5 minutes I had a full queue and officially enough money to buy up my own market. This is thanks to the hotel guests DatFam, PG, Loaf, Kina, Lazy Potato, Procrastinator, and Beer. I love drawing your guys' OCs. It took a couple days to finish all the art, but by the end, with the help of a couple daily posts, I finally had a shop to call my own. The OC Collector Outlet. A shop for chibis, headshots, and reactions. I decided not to draw full bodies in my typical style because between classes, personal projects, and my horrifically slow turnaround time, I would probably only get about halfway through before giving up. But what did I do with my newfound fortune? I have a shop now, but what do I use the coin for? Long story short, I bought a shit ton of OC art. I have the reputation of being obsessed with my OCs. I have reaction images of them, emojis, an entire book I'm working on. I love them very dearly. And the March Hotel was a perfect chance to nerd out on them with other nerds. I bought so much art at this hotel, so much so that I was in debt more times than I could count. So often, in fact, that at one point people started donating to me because I kept getting to the brink of eviction, because I kept buying art when I had absolutely no money. It was really bad, but I appreciate you for allowing me to indulge in even more art than I needed. Over the course of the hotel, I believe I received about 23 artworks, which totaled about 540 coins. So here's a little art showcase with their socials. You might have noticed an OC being drawn the most and come to the conclusion I have a favorite. This is not true. I love all my OCs equally. Really equally. But anyway, I love my guys, and everyone in the survey did them so well, genuinely getting to nerd out over my OCs with people was so much fun, especially when they gave me OC lore in return, so thank you. Blah blah blah, drawing OCs this, drawing OCs that. But what did I do outside of drawing for my shop? Well, there were 2 main events I participated in. The first one being a fighting tournament, which was a really sick concept. To sum the idea up, you pay to enter the ring and put forward your best OC, your fighter. This fighter then goes up against other OCs in a 1v1 voting style tournament, where the OC with the most votes goes forward to round 2, and so on. I put forward Oz, obviously. He was ready to take on whoever can beat him, undefeated champion, and the best in my league, and holy shit, he lost round 1. He didn't even make it out of the first bracket. He got his ass handed to him, but honestly, I'm not even mad about it, because look at the cool ass OC that beat him. Like, he deserved to lose. It was really good at design, and the votes, I'm not mad at them. They were, me too. But sadly, this does mean Oz was out of the running rather fast. I do wish I got further, even just watching it was so worth it. Everyone was scrambling in the server to get the most votes, like some desperate political campaign, and it was the talk of the server for a good week or so. Moving on though, for the final event, there was this really funny guessing game that one market owner hosted. Essentially, they invited everyone who had previously purchased art from them to guess what their favorite thing to draw was based on small hints scattered throughout the thread. There was also a secret answer, something that the artist loved to draw but hadn't drawn yet from Archie Hotel. After a few days of lurking and watching soldiers fall, I come in completely underqualified and guess what I think is a complete throwaway. I'm guessing eyes, and I win! It was completely unexpected, and I won a whole full body with 2 colors, which I am very excited for whenever that gets finished. I think the previous guessers who threw away their lives to be used as hints, y'all will be missed and it was appreciated. But overall, a lot of fun, silly events on the server that kept the community super active. But now for the big part, that I'm totally gonna speed through because holy shit, this video needs to come out soon. It's like 10 days past my due date. So here's a little recap of every OC I drew. This hotel genuinely brought me back so much passion for art. I even started looking into art careers again, which is crazy because I had given up on that avenue completely. And I blame your hotel for this motivation boost. I hope to be a part of the hotel next year, and thank you so much to everyone who I drew for, bought art from, and talked to during my time visiting. See y'all next March. Conclusion part 2. So this is my first video, as you can tell by the lack of videos on my timeline. I hope to make more like this though, hopefully at a faster rate, and if that's something you're interested in, I'd love if you would stick around. But yeah, thank you for watching.